Wayne County Commission Committee on Ways and Means meeting will now come to order. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Commissioner Scott, Commissioner Baker McCormick. Here. Commissioner Marecki. Here. Commissioner Clementi is excused. Commissioner Anderson.
Here.
Vice Chair Bajun.
Here.
Chair Kinlock.
Present.
We have a quorum present.
Thank you. Next item, Madam Clerk.
Item B, Chair's remarks.
I have none at this time. Next item.
Item C, approval of the minutes from the November 13th, 2025 meeting.
So moved. It's been moved by Commissioner Baidoon, supported by Commissioner Anderson. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone saying aye? Those opposed? Item stands approved. Are we going to use our tablets or?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, okay. Next item, Madam Clerk.
Item D, unfinished business. There is some listed. Moving to item E, new business number 1, communication from Eric R. Sabri, Wayne County Treasurer, forwarding the fourth quarter and year-end investment report for fiscal year 2024-2025.
Okay, who's here to speak to this? Yeah.
Good afternoon, John Kravitz from the Treasurer's Office. Just here to report the fiscal year interest for 2024-2025, $74.2 million in general fund and $1.8 million in reserve for a total of $76.12 million. That's down about $6 million from last year. We had $82 million last year, but interest rates have dropped quite a bit, a couple of times from the Federal Reserve. And our portfolio in general fund is $2.05 billion and $44.9 million in the reserve fund.
Thank you. And as always, appreciate you coming and giving us this information. Any commissioners have any questions? Any questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Next item, Madam Clerk.
Item 2, requesting commission approval of budget adjustment 2025 35-168, reallocating expenditures in the general fund.
Any questions on this item? Any questions on this item? Next item, Madam Clerk.
Item 3, requesting commission approval of budget adjustment 2025 35072, decertifying revenue in the county health fund.
Any questions? Any questions on this item? Next item, Madam Clerk.
Item 4, requesting commission approval of budget adjustment 2025 35-178, certifying revenue and decertifying revenue in the county health fund.
Any questions? Any questions on this item? Next item.
Item number 5, requesting commission approval of budget adjustment 2025 35-106, certifying revenue in the law enforcement fund.
Any questions? Any questions on this item? Next item, Madam Clerk.
Item 6, requesting commission approval of budget adjustment 2025 35-135, decertifying revenue in the general fund.
Any questions? Any questions on this item? Who's here to speak to this item? Okay. Yep.
I guess I'm your Huckleberry. This was
Please
H.H.
state your name
I'm
and title for the record.
Philip Whitfield, Budget Director, M&B. For number 6, I do believe that this was a decert. No, hold on, wait. Yeah, but this was a decert for funds that were not received.
Okay.
Just a quick question. Did this have anything to do with the state changing the amount or for burial funds for veterans?
I don't know if it's specifically for burial, but I will follow up with Kamal, who's the director, and get you an answer for that.
Okay, I appreciate it. And there he is, just
Okay.
in time.
Let's roll the space on.
We're on 6. The decert.
I just met with the deputy CFO. Just running, so let me get my head right.
Okay, no problem.
I already snatched you out of there. Okay. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I love it. I just read them.
What number putting my handy dandy glasses on? What number we talking about?
The decert.
Oh, what's this for veterans?
Richard was asking about, it was a
Oh.
reduction of real cost, sorry.
Oh, no, yeah, it was definitely a reduction. At some point,
last year, we got called by the state and it was a last minute thing. I think it was probably was mentioned. They basically cut the grant abruptly,
Right.
saying it was some technical issue in the system. We didn't really get no options.
Mhm.
So once that grant was cut, of course, we had to just adjust the grant. I think it was about, 500,000 that we lost the money. Now, this grant particularly deals with peacetime veterans. We know the millage that we got that deal with wartime veterans. So this grant was very important for us to provide those emergency services for peacetime veterans.
And that's for burial expenses and that, and,
Yeah,
uh,
portion, a little both, yeah.
right. So I know we have another item, or have you identified an area where you can take those funds and keep the amount to?
Um, the department and I have had robust discussions trying to figure that out, but candidly, the only place we're looking at, it would be general fund. But the department is looking, matter of fact, the new director, he's just got the assignment to deal with finding grants.
Mhm.
But candidly, Commissioner, no.
Okay. There's not item number 8. I don't mean to jump ahead, but there's actually extra money. I
Oh.
believe
So,
that,
we'll speak to that at 8 when we.
right,
when-
but I'm just saying that might be something to look at. I don't know if that would be an area that could get it. So,
Well, I'm ready when we get there.
okay,
Yes.
so I'm hoping they'll continue trying to find a place to, because I know veterans, we have always had a higher amount that veterans families could get when they do burial benefits, or coverage. So I'm just hoping that we can do that. So, but I will.
Well, we just working on figuring that out because there has been agreement within the department that we know we need to find money for the peacetime veterans. It's just a matter of where, right? And because of everything we're going through, how much general fund, because we don't have the grants, could we allot to it?
Mhm.
And then you mentioned other areas. Once we get to number 8, we'll have that discussion on.
Okay, all right, thank you. Oh, by the way, how many claims did we have? Do we have, can we get a report on that, let's say for last year and the previous year? And maybe what we've got this year? I
You
mean,
say claims, like how many veterans have we
right,
helped?
paid the benefit.
Paid the benefit.
For their burial.
Now, you're saying burial, but it's two aspects of it.
Right.
It's the burial, but also the emergency assistance,
Right.
right?
Yeah,
So,
okay.
but you want that data.
If we could, just for the current year and the previous year, that would be great.
Right. Got you, Commissioner.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Yes, Commissioner Baker McCormick.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Can that report include peacetime or were you just referring to veterans that served or,
So it will be both, who we serve,
okay,
So-
overall, period?
right?
Okay,
But I would talk to the department to see if it would have to be segregated. 'Cause
Right.
It's grant funded,
Right.
so
right.
I'll
that's what
request that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I have a few on here, so I'll just sit here
Yeah, thank
my
you.
turn so I can calm down.
Thank you. Next item, Madam Clerk.
Item number 7, requesting commission approval of budget adjustment 2025-35, 180 certifying revenue in the HHS Nutrition Fund.
So who's here to speak to this?
Good afternoon, Commissioners.
Good afternoon.
Chuck Jackson, Department Director, Senior Services. It is on. Yep, the green light's on.
Yeah, move it closer, I suppose.
Okay. Yes. So these are TSA funds, the state and federal dollars that we receive for the senior services program. So these are funds that we received from them to pay for the Meals on Wheels program.
Yeah, I know that you come before us to talk about some of the concerns associated with the Meals on Wheels program, with all of the conversation around the SNAP benefits and some of the other programs that's being impacted that serve our most vulnerable part of our community. What impact are you feeling or seeing, some of these issues are having on your operations?
Well, so far, we haven't seen any significant impact because number one, you do not have to be SNAP eligible to receive the Meals on Wheels program. So they're not related in that regard. You can be SNAP eligible and receive those benefits, but you don't have to be to receive our benefits. The funding for senior services was not cut. It was maintained at the previous fiscal year's levels, which is way woefully insufficient, but there was not a cut to the funding for the Meals on Wheels program.
All right, that's great to hear. Okay, any additional questions on this item? Any additional questions on this item? Yes. Mhm.
Mike.
Just a quick question about, when you said there wasn't any cuts, you were status, was the same or the amount. So you probably, your number of residents that need the assistance has gone up, correct?
It has increased somewhat, yes.
And then the cost of food and services, I think, have also gone up. So we haven't had a cut from the previous year, but in order to stay where we were, would have required additional money, which we didn't get, correct?
Right, which thankfully was supplied through the commission and the CEO's office. So the biggest challenge for us from a financial perspective is the cost of food.
Yes.
It has significantly increased over the last 3 years, and that's driven the costs up substantially. We have not had a significant increase in the number. We have had a tick up in the number of seniors served, but that hasn't been the result of the funding shortage. It's really been the cost of food that the federal and state dollars have not increased their funding to support.
Through the chair, Dr. Chapman, I'm the finance director for seniors also, but me and, I want to say Chuck, but me and the gentleman been working together over the last couple of years on resolving this. So example, the food cost went from $3 per meal to it's over $5 now, over what, about a 3-year time frame?
Mhm.
So what is our shortfall going to be as far as how many people we can serve? Are we going to go back to where we were a few years back?
Well, that's the balancing act that we're working on right now.
Right. The goal right now is not to have a wait list to continue to serve seniors as they sign up and need the service.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Peterson Mayberry?
Thank you. That was one of my questions too. But so as we look at the changes in the cost, have we also looked at a change in what's being offered?
No, we are still providing the service as we're contractually obligated to provide. What we are doing is we're working on a fund development plan that we hope to launch in 2026, that we hope to try to find alternative sources of funding to help support our seniors.
Okay, so, and I think I'm also thinking, I'll use this example, only an example. So for instance, if we were given turkeys, we're not reducing to Cornish hen.
Correct.
Okay,
Right.
okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Any additional questions? Any additional questions? Thank you. Madam Clerk, next item.
Item number 8, requesting commission approval of budget adjustment 2025-35-140, certifying revenue and reallocating expenditures in the opioid settlement fund.
Who's here to speak to this item? Okay.
Dr. Kamal Keperu, Finance Director for the Department of Health, Human and Veteran Services. What this budget adjustment is just adjusting the opioid funding. I'll take a step back to get some context. When we initially set this budget, some of you may recall there was heavy discussions about paying the mental health authority out of these funds. What I mean by that, right now the county paid out of the indigent health fund. But once we got awarded this, we wanted to what I call a BRAVE fund, a blend funds, take a portion of the indigent fund plus a portion of the opioid fund to make the mental health authority, whatever their new name is, y'all get whole. But when we started talking to the state, whoever was the authorizer of this, it was deemed that it was too shaky, right? So we backed up from funding it from the opioid fund. So that's what this budget adjustment is doing, really moving those funds out and also funding one of the contractors. that we got. And also, I'll note that part of the opioid fund is divided basically into two areas, restricted and unrestricted, right? And the unrestricted, we do not have to report as long as we use it for opioid-related activities. Then the other pool, we got to report regardless, right? So that's the main two, but that's shorter. The one we have to report, it was only I think 1.6 as of now that we received for the unrestricted. But we received about over 20 million so far. And just to go further before you get there, you will see overall we have in the budget about 12 million. The other balance is sitting in the fund balance. Because what I'm attempting to do to work with the department is give me the amount you need for the year, and we'll keep the rest in the fund balance and then use it as we see fit. Because my focus is I don't want to get too rambunctious. We is scheduled to come over the next 18 years, but I haven't seen the clear path of how much they give us each year. So we capped it at, I think about 4 or 5 million each year, and we get more, it goes in the fund balance, but at a minimum, no more than 4.5 to 5 million a year. That way we can track it. So that's the strategy and theory. We'll see how it goes.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner Mareki?
Thank you. So what percentage of are those funds unrestricted?
I won't say I don't have a percentage. Like I could just say out of I think it's about 21 million we received, 1.6 was deemed as restricted, should I say. So the rest, as long as we use it for opioid related activity, we're okay. It was just that one settlement. I don't know the name of that drug company, but it was clear the way that path came is that you got to report on this regardless.
Okay, yeah, because from my understanding, we're very strict guidelines with these monies.
That's the other
And you
aspect.
and I can see why there was a questionable, the shaky ground on that kind of thing, because I've heard it's very restricted. And we don't know, I mean, some of these companies could go out of business in the future and we don't even get the monies coming
There
in.
you go. That's why I wanted to cap it. I'm just not
Yeah.
comfortable. So even though it's scheduled over 18 years,
Yeah.
you know,
Probably not.
yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Anderson?
Thank you. Kamal, I was wondering, where I was headed earlier. So you're saying it's probably not going to be possible to use any of the opioid settlement funds to make up the shortfall for the veterans burial services and that we had, because didn't we have to reduce what we're paying out to families that lost a family member or that veteran, I should say.
I see where you're going.
Yeah, it was reduced, correct?
Well, let me say this, because of the restrictive nature of the opioid, we're pulling back. But if I'm hearing what you're saying, is that veterans that loved one may have passed because of opioid overdose or whatever, I would have to talk to the department about that, because I don't know, that could be an aspect. So I'll bring that up to the department.
Okay, and so other veterans maybe died of natural causes or whatever that were eligible for the benefits, burial benefits, or however you call it. They're still reduced, correct? I mean, all the veterans were from a certain day that the state notified us that they had miscalculated what we were supposed to get, the county. So we don't have another plan of making up that shortfall, or you say that you're working on that?
On the soldier and sailor side, it's status quo, because that money wasn't reduced. It's just the grant we got for the peacetime veterans.
Okay,
That's the main crux. So going from 800,000 to 300,000, we had that grant a couple of years. So the question is, how do we fund peacetime veterans?
right.
That's
Okay.
so that's the only pool of veterans that's affected, the peacetime.
Okay, so and we're just exploring ways to try to fulfill that the whole or fill.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any additional questions? Any additional questions? Next item, Madam Clerk.
Item number 9, requesting commission approval of budget adjustment 2025 35-167, reallocating expenditures in the general fund.
Okay, who's here to speak to this? Well, okay, Yep, who's here to speak to this item? Item number 9.
Philip Whitfield, Budget Director, M&B.
Thank you. Can you give an overview as it relates to this,
This amendment was to fund a shortfall in temporary services for our Robert Half International contract. And so this is just basically removing that variance.
okay. Okay, and what is the Robert Half International? What
Robert
service?
Half International, they provide staff aug services for management and budget. Primarily, I think right now, working on the ERP project.
Okay. Okay. So this year, okay, so how is that going? I mean, is this just funding it towards the end of the year? What is the overall cost of that contract?
The overall cost of the contract I don't have available, but I can pull that. But this is just again, and this is related to 25. So this was a shortfall for 25 as far as the overall expenditure versus what was
Okay.
actually budgeted.
Okay, can you have that information to us
Yep.
provided before the we vote on it full board?
I got you.
Thank you. Okay, the next item, Madam Clerk.
Item 10, requesting commission approval of budget adjustment 2025-35097 to certifying revenue in the general fund.
Okay, are any questions associated with this item? Any questions associated with this item? Next item, Madam Clerk.
Excuse me. Item number 11, requesting commission approval of budget adjustment 2025-35173 certifying revenue in the general fund.
Who's here to speak to this?
That's me. This is just, we got a grant called the Burns Grant, which is an intervention program for our community correction area, working with the jail. So what, 388,000. So just certifying these funds.
Okay.
Now, it took a while. I know we've been working with the commission staff. For whatever reason, it was in another fund, right? So this particular, it was saying general fund, but the department or this division operates out of 281, which is the community correction fund. So just figuring that out. So that was one of the reasons why it took a while to get here.
Okay. Any additional questions? Any additional questions? Motion is in order.
So moved.
Okay, one moment before that, to accept that motion, recognizing, yes. Okay, I think staff want to shed some additional information or insight on this item. Mr. Adams?
Based on the information by Mr. Caparu, it still appears that this budget adjustment is in the general fund and not 281.
If y'all happy, I'm happy. I can live with it. But my position is that this division operates under the fund 281, but I'm okay if, yeah, I'm clear. So that's fine.
Okay, so, is that the way it should operate? Or, I mean, you know, it's not based upon,
Tomato, tomato. I mean, I just want it in I'm gonna say the category where that division is operating under, that just help me track it. But again, I have no issue with it staying here for time's sake so the folks can start spending their money.
Well, the reason why, because this is a 24-25 BA and not a 25-26. So where, I mean, if money was spent, where it was spent, but if it's going in 24-25 and gonna drop and you guys need to pull it back up, it's in the general fund now and not in 281 where it should be. So it should just be put in 281, because obviously there's no more spending happening.
It's not.
And you guys probably gonna do a recertification. to spend this money in 25, 26, and it probably needs to be in 281 at that time.
Well, let me do this. Let me work with Phil on that to come up with the best strategy. Cause yeah, this year is over, so we're not gonna spend no money.
Okay, so we'll have you all to make the necessary adjustment and bring it back. So we'll pass this for the day. Yeah,
Or could it be done before full board?
could it be done before full board?
When is full board? Not to,
December 2nd.
December.
oh, yeah, we do that.
Okay.
Yeah, we do that.
Okay, with
Thank you
the,
for that.
current
Yeah.
contract? Thank you.
Oh, Mary was saying that the actual contract that relates to this BA is coming out of general fund and not 281, so.
So the contract and the budget adjustment, they all align right now. We're saying it's all in general fund.
Correct.
Well, let me talk with Phil just to see and
And we'll pass this for the day,
Mhm.
so you all won't be rushed to get it done. So at this time, I'll
can I say
entertain,
one thing?
yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk with Phil, but what I don't want to do is we start this changing and it take longer and the department not able to spend the funds. So when I talk with Phil, we don't have to change, and I'm gonna tell you that's why I'm leaning, because it would could take a while to get the contract changed and then. So I had a conversation about what full board, you had an
Okay.
answer.
Okay, so we will move this with the understanding that we'll await staff consultation with you all on whether or not this item is gonna be amended and is to be reflected at the board. We've been told by the board, by the next full board, whether the adjustment was made. So I'll entertain a motion with that understanding. Not the table, we're gonna move it forward, given them, and then they'll make the adjustment if they can. And then if not, they'll let us know as well. Okay,
So motion is made with the necessary language that you just outlined, Mr. Chair.
okay. Is there support with the instruction? Pardon me?
Hold on, so we have a motion by Commissioner Baydun, supported by Commissioner Baker McCormick, to receive and file item number 1, approve items 2 through 10, 2 through 11, with 11 being contingent upon the conversation with the departments. Is
Correct,
that correct?
yes. Okay, all those in favor, are we using the tablets? Vote on tablet?
Please vote on your tablets.
Chair votes yes.
I vote yes.
Commissioner Scott, are you a yes, ma'am?
All of them, we're voting on. Yeah. Mhm.
Hey. I vote yes.
Motion carries.
Sorry about that, you know.
Oh, no, absolutely. Okay, next item, Madam Clerk.
Motion carries. Item number F, such are the matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
So I wasn't absent. Just on time, right?
Yes, Scott is here.
I'm gonna start doing. This is a first for me, you know.
Absolutely, always, if you're the first one, the thing, you're the first one.
Are there any such other matters?
I know of none. Next item.
Item G, public comments.
At this time, Madam Clerk, would you please open up the mics, and I'd like to ask anyone joining us by Zoom or telephone, if you'd like to be recognized to speak, address this committee, please raise your hand or indicate such inside of the chat.
There are no hands on Zoom, no one on the telephone, and no emails were received.
Is there anyone present? Anyone present who would like to address the committee? Public comment is closed. Next item, Madam Clerk.
Adjourned.
Motion to adjourn is in order. It's been moved by Commissioner Reckles, supported by Commissioner Anderson. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, the meeting stands adjourned. Yeah, thank you.